Overwatch 2 Season 15 introduced a new gameplay element known as perks. This has been the main draw of the season, and so they've been the reason for players to come back and play the game. But was it worth the hype? Today I want to reflect a little bit on this season and the impact perks have made. Snuggle up, enjoy. I'm just going to be talking about perks for about 10 minutes or so. Enjoy. The way you choose your perks has been absolutely seamless. I think having the left alt be default is quite smart. Like, I thought I was going to have to rebind it or something, but left alt is just perfect because your hand basically is like rested there on spacebar. You just move it over and whatever. It's not too, obtrusive, whatever. It doesn't take up lots of your screen and stuff like that, right? It's very easy just to choose them. Having left and right click, you just alt, left, right. You can kind of do it mid-combat sometimes if you know exactly what you're going to pick. I have done that before. I was like playing Trace or whatever, and I just got the recall perk, and I quickly got it, then recalled, and then you got your 3 blinks. It's just, there's just stuff like that that just helps make it super easy to use. I think if they were more obtrusive with it, or like made it like a lot harder to choose your one, I think it would be a lot less smooth and just feel really rough. I don't know, I wouldn't, of course, if it's not smooth, it's rough. I wouldn't really want to play that. I don't want to, I think I would be like, it's not great. But even if the perks themselves weren't incredible, it just being implemented in this smooth way makes it feel so much better. Also, having one minor and then one major perk is not too overwhelming. Like, if you just had a bunch of perks, or like a bunch of perks that did a lot and were complicated, I think you would overwhelm new players. I would be overwhelmed learning it for the first time and learning everyone's different ones. Like, one minor is something so simple as like Cassidy's high noon, getting some of the cooldown back if he doesn't use the ult. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's something very simple that you can learn in seconds, or you can read literally while playing the game. And one major, they're, big changes, but they aren't anything hard to read. So like Reaper being able to use a right click to shoot both guns at once. Very easy to read and take in and absorb and be like, oh, okay, I know when that would be useful. I know what that's for. I think they've done that brilliantly. I think it could have definitely gone too complicated and made it so it was like, oh, well, if Cassidy hits this one headshot, he then gets a bonus attack on his flashbang, which when it hits someone, then resets his roll. Like, if they made it really complicated, I think it would just suck. So I'm glad that they made it really easy to read, digest, understand. Because something people don't always think about is you don't just have to learn the perks that you want to pick. You've got to learn all the perks that you've got to play against. You've got to know what you're playing against now. So that needs to be good, that is easy to understand. I can quickly, if I die to something, press tab, check their perk, and be like, oh, okay, that's what it was. You can so easily do that, and I think that's great. I also think the comeback mechanic's good. I was watching the Group Up podcast, and I think Avril said that, like, if they wanted to completely eliminate counter swapping, because this has been great at stopping counter swapping, they should like either reduce or remove the combat mechanic. I personally disagree. There are times I just want to play a different character because maybe it's a control map and the other map is more beneficial for a different character or something like that. Or Circle Royale first point might have benefited me on like Widow or something, but then the third point maybe I'll be better with it. Like, do you know what I mean? There's different things I might want to change at some point, and I think being able to quickly come back into it is great. Another thing the combat mechanic is useful for is, in the word of me saying comeback, it means if you're getting like steamrolled, you don't get rolled even more by the fact that they have their perks before you. You will not get them at the same time. Like, someone will get them more, but like you'll catch up quite quickly, which is great. I think you want people to have perks. You don't want people to play a whole game where they don't get a single perk, right? I think that definitely is implemented well. The implementation is great. I generally don't really know what I would change. You could have just come back. It does feel a bit quick sometimes, but I don't think it matters. I think it feels great. It definitely feels really solid and good. Okay. Normally with Overwatch, they implement something like, this is good. Can we like slightly adjust this? I don't think this has any of that. It's great. All right, the perks themselves. I really love how some are fun and weird. That they're not just straight buffs or straight changes to stuff. They're trying to be a bit more like odd with it on some of them, and like add things back that like they're on, like they add back Overwatch 1 stuff with the Orisa shield and the Reaper things on the whatever, right? But like something that's fun. I find the brick whip onto a wall is just something that's fun. I don't think it's better than her repair pack one, but I like how they just have that fun choice. Obviously, Stadium is going to be the place where they're going to do lots of fun and weird upgrades, right? Perks are competitive and they're going to be in pro play, they're in rank, so they have to be a lot more tame, but I'm glad that they aren't just making them boring, right? Some are still great fun. I had loads of fun with the Reaper at the start of the season. With the right click, I thought it was really like fun to have that extra tool. That felt like a Reaper rework. Like that felt like that needed to be on Reaper's kit. It was great. It felt great. And I like that they do that, right? They don't just make them competitive, right? It's good. I also think the balance initially, is really good. It's still good. They didn't change anything to make it bad. But I really thought when perks were added, we're going to be like, okay, guys, it's going to be rough. It's going to be bad. Let's just get used to it for a bit. They will balance out over time. No, they're actually not that bad. I do think Sojourn, because she's strong, the slide one has sort of made her stupidly strong. And I definitely think Tracer's recall one's really good. And there are just some outliers that are just incredible, right? But that's really it. I can't think right off the bat, like, half of them are useless, half of them they are quite well balanced within the character as well. The perks are only as good as the characters, which I think is a good thing, right? It hasn't made a terrible character disgustingly broken. It's helped support a character more, so like Bastion or something, right? His perks can help him be more versatile, which is exactly what you want it to do, right? You don't want it to be making him broken now, but he definitely can be played more. I think that is incredible. That's exactly how you want it to be. The balance is genuinely fine. I haven't died, and it was a perk, and I've gone, oh my god, that perk is so broken. I've had like the Genji lifesteal on Blade always catches me off guard. I go, oh my god, you got so much health back. Lifesteal, and it's fine. I'm not that annoyed about it. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit like, it's fine, whatever. So I think that they are relatively balanced well. And they are addressing, and they have addressed, bad perks and broken perks. They did a balance mid-season perk change. I think it was mid-season where they balanced some perks. That was pretty good. That's pretty decent. But I think they are definitely waiting to the start of the season, the next season, to do lots of the bigger changes. Like they're going to change that Sombra one. Hey, as someone who used to play lots of Sombra and still sometimes plays Sombra, look, I'll take the massive buff. That makes Sombra really, really strong. She basically doesn't have any bad matchups once she has that hack overflow thing. But it is definitely stupid and just feels awful to play against. And yeah, that Tracer recall one they're going to change. This is just a side note because I play a lot of Tracer. I really want them to rework all of Tracer's perks. Like, you wouldn't... Basically, Tracer struggles from this, which a lot of characters don't actually have, but some do, where there is one clear better perk. You will not see a Tracer player not to do the Blink health pack one and the Blink recall one. Blinks are just too good of a thing to always be able to get. Like, they're so, like... There's just not a better perk, and I think that makes the character less fun for me because of that. Luckily, the Tracer's fun anyway, but I do think I would like them to do that. Which is how some heroes have a clear best perk. It's okay to have one that like is definitely like, hey, most of the time this one's gonna be more useful, but sometimes this one is useful. But I do think some heroes have that like, hey, there's a clear best path, the other one's just an option. Do you know what I mean? Which they said they didn't want to do. And the fact that they're very adamant on that not being true means I definitely believe they'll make enough changes to try and keep all the perks versatile and useful, right? Which is great. I think they definitely should do that. Very, 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 very good. Very good. I'm glad they're aware of the fact that some are just way better than others. So yeah, that's good. Otherwise, perks are great. The perks are great. Like, I genuinely thought they were going to be really clunky. Some would be really weird. Some would be really bad. I like all of them. They add a lot of dynamics, right? They're great. Let's talk about the actual gameplay now. Perks give you way more versatility. So what does that mean? That means that you can have worse matchups and then pick a perk that can help you in that matchup, right? So I can't even think of a great example. Reaper. I was playing a lot of Reaper this last season, so this is why I talk about Reaper a lot here. Dire Triggers has helped him basically finish kills. People like Juno, Lucio, even Tracer, who's also mobile, Genji or whatever, right? A lot of time you can get a couple shots of them and then they can blink out, speed out, dash out, whatever. The right click has allowed you to finish those people off, right? It's incredible. Juno speeds away after I've like hit her twice, whatever, you just... and she'll die, right? That's been super useful, right? Something like that is really where perks shine, in my opinion. Just add in that versatility, add in that, like, ability to play your character into anything. Just feels so much better. I'm going to use a Rich as an example for some reason with the shield thing. So say you're being spammed out, you don't feel that you're playing really defensively, right, or whatever. You're being, you know, shot like constantly, you want other defense, put a shield up, get a shield, you know? But if you're being really offensive with it, and the team comp you're playing into allows you to be really offensive, you might want to take the spear. I really like that. That I really, really like. This is how every perk should work, right? It makes games so dynamic. They are like so much more interesting to play. The game is always fun and lots of stuff going on. Perks just add another layer of stuff going on. They've actually hit the nail on the head with making it like, it adds a lot, but it doesn't add too much. Oh, it feels like it's not like it's crazy, right? It's not stupid, insane, all the stuff happening, but games are just way more dynamic, lots more going on, lots more choice, and choice is always great, right? Always great. There's new playstyle choices, for example, I think Farah, her concussive, being able to pull in, just changing an ability like that just opens up new things. I was watching a lot of OWCS this weekend, right? Because it was the finals, whatever. Crazy Raccoon won. No spoils, but white to my team. I love them. I love Lip the GOAT, right? But Farah was played quite a bit. And especially with that concussive thing, plus Barrage, the kills, the things you can do, it opens up so much. That is like exactly what perks would be. And so many of them are like that. New playstyle choices it's just so good. It just means, like, if you play a character a lot, each game you can kind of play something different, you know, because of the perks. It's great. I like it a lot. A lot. Okay. All right. I've mentioned it's not overwhelming as well, which is always great. By making it feel like it's all that. Like I'm feeling like it's done a lot, but I don't feel overwhelmed by it. Incredible. I also like the fact that you can always just press the scoreboard and check what perks people have. I think that's just, you know, very useful for knowing what you're playing into, right? And knowing what did something to you, right? It's great. It's great. There's some stuff that's happened and I've gone, that has to be a perk, and it's not been, and it's so stupid. In conclusion, I think they were a great addition. I think they've done a lot of good for the game, and I think this has really freshened up the game, especially at the start of the year. Oh, start of the year, new season, you know, just, they've done a lot. They've made the game feel fresh, added so much choice, and more choice is always a good thing. Everyone will tell you this. Being able to, like, make more decisions is great. Always great. I really can't wait to see what they do with it. I hope they do address the bad ones. I do wonder what they're going to do in a couple years' time or whatever. Do they change perks? Like, each year, do heroes get a new set of perks? Or do the perks, like, just evolve slowly over time of the game? Do we get more? Like, that's what I really want to see, where they go with it. Because right now it's all fresh and whatever. But, like, in 2 years' time, and we play with this, like, do you know what I mean? I'm just wondering what they're going to do with it, right? But overall, they're great. Overwatch Season 15 has been great. The perks have really, really upped the amount of fun I get out of this game. At the start, it was obviously like, oh my god, perks, yeah. And now it's just been, the game is more fun. Why? Oh, I get to, like, play all these perks and whatever. But because I've been playing Tracer again a lot, she feels less fun with the perks. She's still fun, great character, but less fun with perks, if you know what I mean. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Peace out. Enjoy the rest of your day.